waiting here for a while. Mao, are you a Muslim, my friend? Go ahead, take the mic. Mao, are you there?
Yes.
Are you a Muslim?
Yes.
All right, what do you think about what we just said?
I think you're dishonest.
Why?
Because the claim isn't that they're Muslim, it's that they're going to be judged, which I agree they will be judged.
How you can judge someone if he is not a Muslim?
Allah will judge non-believers as well.
So those animals are non-believers.
No, the animals are just animals.
So why you judge between them if they are animals?
Because they are agents that have free will, that can do actions.
They have a free will and they can do action like what?
Like moving, like doing stuff.
And now because two goats they fought, Allah in the day of judgment will judge between the goats. What he will say to them? Can you tell us like the more details? What will happen in the court of Allah when there's two goats in the front of Allah and he is judging them? Go ahead.
No idea, but I will tell you what the aftermath will be. Can you pull up Suratul An'am?
No, hold on, just wait. We will go there, I promise you. But you are saying
I don't know.
You are saying that animals are not believers, correct?
I'm saying, yeah, they're not believers.
So why the monkey was stoning a monkey?
That was pre-Islamic ignorance. So that's not an issue.
No, the one who is saying that is a Muslim, and he's
narrating his experience pre-Islamically. So I don't see why it's relevant.
Okay, so here it says that.
What hadith is this?
Let us go. Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
Let us read it again. You said to me this is from pre-Islamic. Doesn't matter, because Islam is in the time of Adam still, according to Muslims, and Muhammad did not bring a new message. He is just a Muslim like Moses and Isa, So now, why those monkeys? Why those monkeys are practicing Islamic law by stoning other monkey who committed illegal sexual intercourse? Does it say that this monkey committed?
What is Islamic law? What is Islamic law?
The Muslim, they say it is in the Hadith and the Quran.
Yeah, stoning is Islamic law, but it's it's stoning itself. Like, did it come from Islamic law, or is it already like something people used to do?
It's what? It's what?
Is stoning? Did Islam like invent the concept of stoning?
No, this is not the question. This is a Muslim. He is from the companion of your prophet. He is witnessing an event. Did he lie when he said that?
No, he did not lie.
Okay, so this is a true event according to you. You believe it. That's wonderful. And now and he is saying, because this monkey committed illegal sexual intercourse, she was stoned, and he stoned her with them. So now, based on this, does that mean that those monkeys, they have the book of Allah and they are following it?
They're not the book of Allah.
So this is the book of who?
They're just random actions.
What do you mean? A Muslim, he joined them. She committed illegal sexual intercourse.
Christian Prince, can you read the first sentence?
My friend, which
during the pre-Islamic
No problem. You said you believe him. And he is a companion of your prophet. He is not lying.
Yes, he's a companion.
All right. Okay, wonderful. So now, is he telling us a story about something stupid, or he is telling us about something prove that even monkeys are Muslims and they are practicing the Islamic Sharia law?
Follow, sir.
So why the monkey? Okay, why the monkeys wanna practice stoning to death, and a Muslim he joined them?
He did not join him as a Muslim. He joined him before he converted to Islam, brother.
No problem, my friend. No problem. But he's a Muslim now, and he is telling us about his experience as a Muslim still. Okay. So
I know what you're doing. You're using this language. It says clearly that it's pre-Islamic, so he's not Muslim at this time.
You see, when you read, it says "Fi jahiliyyah," in the time of the ignorance. Okay. He saw a female monkey committed illegal. Do you believe that monkeys, they do illegal sexual intercourse?
Yes.
According to what?
According to the hadith.
So hold on. But you said to me that this has happened in the time of Jahiliyyah, in the time of ignorance. and I say to you, this is a Muslim, you say, no, it says the opposite. He says at that time he wasn't a Muslim, but now you are a Muslim and you believe that monkeys.
That's not what I said.
No, okay. So now this is according to Islam then, because now you are a Muslim, and now you agree that monkeys, they do have illegal sexual intercourse. So I'm asking you, when you say illegal sexual intercourse, the monkeys are following which book to guide them for what is legal sexual intercourse and what is not?
You don't have to obtain morality from legal laws. You can just do. You can, like for example, the Constitution in America. That's irrelevant. Like it wasn't derived from a book. It was just man-made. So it's illegal according to.
No, my friend. Even the Constitution have a lot of roots to Christianity.
That's fine. It can have roots to it.
Yeah, but no problem. But now we are not talking about like law for traffic, or we are talking about illegal. Listen. No. We are talking specifically about illegal sexual intercourse. Anyone who have a little brain knows that monkeys, they even have sex with their parents, their mother, and you must then believe. And you must then believe that monkeys really, they knew what is illegal sexual intercourse. People will laugh at you.
Yeah, I can believe that. What's wrong with that?
Okay, if they do believe in such a thing, where they got their morality from?
I don't know. It could be intuition.
What?
It resides inside them.
Okay, now let us connect this to what your prophet said. So when your prophet, he said that in the day of judgment, Allah will bring even goats who fought together, and he will ask the goat who hit the other goat, why you hit the other goat? Based on what Allah is judging the goats about, you hit it and this is not right.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What should explain?
What does this entail?
Allah is going to punish in order. You know, I have degrees in law.
Not gonna punish.
Listen, if I want to punish somebody, I have to give him a law. Do we agree?
Brother, I believe the laws of Allah, right? They're normative. Meaning it's in like. For example, many of the prophets, they held some similarities in the Sharia, right? For example, I objectively
what does have to do with my topic? My friend, focus with me. Focus with me. In order to judge the goats for their fight, I should give them a law. If they break the law, then we can judge them. Do you agree?
I'll explain it. Yes, I agree. I can explain.
All right. So what is the law Allah gave to the goat?
There are things that are inherently wrong, like murder is inherently wrong.
Okay, what is the law? Okay, my friend. So Allah, he created the wolf, and wolf eat meat only. And now the wolf, he hunt the sheep. Allah will judge the wolf for eating the sheep. Is that fair?
Why is it not fair? And I told you, can I speak, please? Can I please answer my
question? We are speaking. We are having a conversation. So Allah will judge the wolf.
So can you do it?
Allah will judge the wolf for eating the sheep. You say this is fair. Why?
What do you mean? Why is it fair?
I'm asking. Listen, because we talk in the same time, we cannot understand. So we have a wolf, and this wolf, he ate the sheep. In the day of judgment, is Allah going to take the wolf into court and judge him because he killed an innocent sheep?
Yes.
Why he will do that?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? If the wolf can eat only meat, who is the one who made the wolf wolf? Isn't it Allah?
It's Allah.
Okay, so Allah created you, and he decided that your food is meat, and now in order to eat meat you have to kill. So now Allah will judge the wolf for eating as Allah made him to eat.
Brother, does the hadith even say talking about a wolf? It's not. It's your own, like, for example, you think Allah would judge the, okay, oh my God. You think Allah would judge a wolf for eating a sheep?
You said that, not me.
Yes, I'm going to your example. Is that what you're saying?
No, this is the question I asked you, and you said yes.
Yeah, I want to know your question.
Okay, so let me repeat the question. Guys, I don't know. I have to repeat the question 1,000 times, losing my voice. Okay, let's repeat the question from zero. There is a wolf. His name is Dudu.
Okay.
He have teeth. Allah created him, and he created him as a wolf. And there's a sheep. Her name is Susu. The sheep is innocent. She did nothing. She's a sheep. The wolf is hungry. He want to eat. So he attacked the sheep. He killed the sheep, and he ate the sheep. Now, in the day of judgment, you said that Allah will judge the wolf for killing the sheep. Based on what he will judge the wolf?
I have no idea.
Is that an answer?
Yes, yeah, it is an answer.
What is your logic?
It's lack thereof. There's no logic. I don't know why.
But this is an animal who do not know the law except the law of nature. You want to live. So did Allah give him other did Allah provide him with canned food as an example? So he go can the wolf, my friend, just to show you why Muslims they are following the cult of Muhammad. I don't know why. I ask you a very simple question. Anyone who have a little education, he will say this is silly. So now a mosquito, she sucked my blood. According to you, Allah will judge the mosquito because she took my blood and love. She shed my blood. But isn't it Allah? But isn't it Allah who made the mosquito a mosquito?
Can I speak?
Yeah, we are speaking. Go.
Okay. I want your thing is this analogous. I want to know why is a wolf eating sheep wrong?
I'm not saying it's wrong. It's you who said that.
Okay, then why is it relevant? It's relevant. It's a red herring. Why do I care?
No. I did not say. I'm asking you. I'm saying this is the normal thing to happen. He might even eat a human because he's a wolf.
Sure.
He's a lion. He is a beast. So
I want to know why
right.
is it that?
So now why Allah will judge this animal who He created him in a certain way that he can eat only meat and blood? So why He will judge him for something not fair?
Christian Prince, you're already presupposing that the wolf eating the meat is wrong. I want to know why it's wrong.
I did not say it, guys. Did I say that?
It's irrelevant. What do I care?
No, I did not say. I said the opposite. I said it is the normal thing for a beast who Allah created him to eat meat. So why Allah? So why Allah will punish the wolf? Why Allah will punish the wolf for something?
What's that? You put words in my mouth. I didn't say that.
Well, you said to me, I said to you, so if a wolf, he attack a sheep and he killed a sheep, Allah will punish him and He will take him to court in the day of judgment.
You put words in my mouth.
Okay, let us repeat the question again. It's recorded. So let us repeat the question. Okay, so in the day of judgment, if Allah will bring a wolf, he killed the sheep. Is it true that Allah will judge the wolf for killing the sheep?
I have no idea because you know what? I have no idea. Can I answer? Because I don't know if that action is wrong. So can you please give me an actual
listen. No, the height in front of you, Allah will bring two animals. Listen, don't tell me I have no idea. You answer already, it's recorded. I asked you the same question. I asked you the same question and you said yes. I said to you, is Allah going to judge between the wolf and the goat? You said yes already. You said yes. Now you're trying to take it back. Huh?
I'm not taking it back. I'm affirming it right now. I said yes.
Okay, so I'm asking you now, guys. So now I'm asking you why it is wrong for the wolf to eat the sheep.
Brother, Christian Prince is judging. Can you only judge something was wrong?
Well, He's punishing him for eating the sheep.
Allah, I didn't say it's punishing. I didn't say
no. When you say judge, my friend, it says why He is going to judge them. Because
I'll listen to the question. Can I please respond?
So when you say judgment, my friend, you don't judge you don't judge anyone for doing good.
Because have you read the ayah?
Listen. So I'm asking you, why Allah? Why we have a case in the front of Allah if there is no problem? The wolf.
Can I state my words?
No problem. The wolf ate the sheep. Why we have a case in the front of the judge? Go ahead.
Is that wrong?
Why we have them in front of the judge if nothing wrong?
We're judging if it's right or wrong. That's what a judge does. He judges to be right.
Okay,
to be wrong.
But this is not. But if there's nothing wrong with it, then why they are brought in the front of the judge?
Allah is judging them to check if it's right or wrong, so they know it's right or wrong.
Now listen, but you say okay because here we go. We have the hate in front of us. Two goat they fight. One have horn, the other one don't have horn. Allah will ask the one who have horn, why you hit the other one with your horn? Now I'm asking you.
It's unlawful because you're attacking him for no reason.
You said wonderful, guys. Now we are reaching a point. It's unlawful according to who?
What? Did you not hear what I said?
When you say that the goat did something unlawful, that means the goat they have a conscience of what is lawful and what is not lawful.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Yes. How they receive this conscience that it is
intuition. It's inside of them. It's
So
embedded. It's embedded into them.
okay, so inside the wolf, when the wolf he eat the sheep, the wolf he knew that this is wrong.
I don't know if eating a sheep is wrong, Betty. Stop putting it in my mouth.
So why?
Is a wolf eating a
What
sheep wrong?
mouth?
If it's
What
wrong, can you
mouth?
demonstrate why it's wrong?
Which one is more ugly? Two sheep hit each other with
Okay,
the
I don't
horn,
care what you think is ugly, sir. You're not
or
God. You don't
so
judge morality. What can you give me a unarbitrary, objective reason as to why it's wrong? Please tell me this.
because in order to judge someone, he have as an example. There's no judgment upon someone is a crazy because he's a crazy. If he lost his mind, he's not aware. So now, in order to or a child, we cannot judge him by the law because simply he have different treatment. He don't understand. He's just a naive.
Correct. That is correct.
Okay, so now we have animals. Are they have a conscience inside them to know the lawful command of God? How they knew that?
No, I just told you it's embedded into just like man has a mind. He knows what right is wrong, regardless of Allah telling
No
him. For
problem. So
example,
now when we
please
so now
do
when
not
we
cut me off.
saw when we saw the monkey when we saw the
You're not cutting me
hadith
off.
when we saw the
Oh my
hadith,
God.
my friend, when we saw the hadith of the
You're
monkey,
cutting me off, bro. I can't
how
even explain
the
my point.
how the monkey she was able to recognize that this is illegal sexual intercourse. If there is
I
anyone
just
in the
told
world,
you, just the same way how atheists can tell what is right or wrong, it's inside of them. It's
according
consciousness. They
to
have free will.
all, there's nobody in the world agree that animals will not have sex with their own
I don't
mother.
care what people agree, sir. That's subjective. I want an objective source.
I'm
Like
asking
God.
you, listen, if there is anyone in the world can prove to us that animals will not have sex with their own
Sir,
parents,
sure. I don't care for what people think. I want an objective argument. It's not what people think.
give
Please.
me the proof that monkeys don't have, there's only one monkey is bad, and the majority of the monkeys, they don't have sex with their, illegal, it's called illegal. Can you show me where they got this stupid story that there is someone doing illegal sexual intercourse?
Same
He
way
is a
how an
monkey, he
atheist
is a dog,
who
he is
has
a
no
horse.
God, who
Huh?
has no beliefs, can tell you something is wrong. That is the same way. He can rationalize it. I believe monkeys have
Okay, so now
brains,
let me ask
and I
you.
believe they can do things.
Listen,
Yes.
so as long hurting an animal is irrational, why you Muslim eat animals?
Not irrational. It's wrong. That's
It's
two different
wrong.
things.
So why you are slaughtering? You said to me that the wolf when he eat the sheep,
Do you want to know why I'm
he
slaughtering?
is doing wrong.
Because Allah said to slaughter. That is why. And
What?
Allah is the source of all morality.
But how Allah when Allah he gave them morality?
What?
The Quran says that those are nations like you, correct?
Correct.
And they are society like you.
Correct.
All right, and they will be judged in the day of judgment like you.
Yes, they will be
Okay,
judged like the
so when we say society, nation, etc., all of those, they goes to a human being too. That means we are and them is the same, and we will be judged because we understand and because God, he gave us a law. So when God created Adam, he said to him, don't eat from this tree. This is the first law given, correct?
Correct.
Okay, God will not punish him if he did not say to him, don't eat. So if Adam go to the tree and he eat from the tree, and Allah did not say to him, don't eat, Allah have no right to judge Adam, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Allah said he will not judge you until they have been reminded.
All right. Thank you very much. But this is totally against what Islam teach. Because you're a prophet, he says, if you don't commit sin, Allah will destroy you.
Wait. I have a question. Why are you like...
Hold on. We're having a conversation, my friend. We have a conversation. It's okay. It's okay.
You're right. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, continue.
So, you said right, Allah will not judge Adam. He will not punish him because he did not tell him not to eat yet. And you agree with me that Allah will not judge unless he warn us. Do we agree?
I agree, yeah.
All right. Here we go. This is your prophet saying, if you don't commit sin, he swear by Allah. Allah will destroy you.
Yes.
Allah will destroy you and bring people who commit sin.
Yes.
But you just said to me, Allah will not destroy you or punish you unless he warn you first.
Because, brother, a Christian prince is trying to emphasize, right? He's trying to tell you that Allah wants you to repent. For example, in Ramadan, we have the dua that says, Allah, we know you love to forgive, and you're most forgiving, so forgive us, right? Allah, in this hadith, was Prophet said this hadith to try to tell us, make an example that Allah wants to forgive you.
Okay, but those people did not commit sin. Forgive them about what? Why you want to destroy them? We thought we are talking about justice.
Allah was not physically going to destroy them.
No. It's not up to you.
Allah loves to forgive.
Muhammad, he says, by the one whose hands is my soul, where you not commit sin. So what is the condition? You commit no sin, Allah will do what? He will destroy you. The hadith says actually destroy you, not replace you. So
Yes,
he,
destroy you. He will
yeah.
destroy
So
you. You want to know why?
so is it fair for Allah to destroy you because you did not commit sin? Because He like people who commit sin and ask for forgiveness? Is that fair?
Allah is not like people who forgive sin. The point is to emphasize, right, that Allah is going to forgive. He
No,
loves to
no,
forgive.
no,
That's
no,
the point.
no,
He's
no. This is
describing the
not.
mercy of Allah.
This is not
Allah
what.
loves
No,
to
no,
forgive.
no.
Allah loves to
This is
forgive.
not about Allah like to forgive. It's about
How do you know
Allah.
that?
It's
How do you know
about
this?
Allah mentally ill. He like to abuse His
Okay.
authority.
This is ad hominem. Give me an actual point, please.
Listen. So when Allah He destroy you for not committing sin, then how Allah will judge the two goats who they are fighting? Can you tell me?
Repeat that.
If Allah will destroy humans because they did not commit sin, they did not commit sin.
You're not understanding the hadith, and I just told you again. The
Don't
hadith is
tell
to
me I don't
emphasize.
understand. The
He's trying
hadith
to
is
make
so.
clear
The
that
hadith.
Allah is trying to not Allah. The Prophet is telling you that Allah is the most forgiving. Do you
No,
understand
no,
that?
no, no. This is not what he's saying. He is saying that your God is sick, and if you don't commit sin, you are doomed.
Sir, why are you saying these words? I haven't insulted you at all. Why? I haven't insulted you at all. Why are you saying these words about Allah?
I'm not
Like,
insulting.
are you capable of discourse?
My friend,
You're a grown man. Like,
you
relax.
are coming to me.
Please.
You know I believe Allah is a fake God. Muhammad is a false prophet. So
That's
I'm not
fine. If you
insulting.
think that, you don't
All
have to
right.
tell that in a
I
debate.
have to say it. I have to say it. I have to say
You're
it.
an adult.
No, I have to say
It's
it.
fine. It's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind.
Don't
Go.
talk about adult because that will take us to a different topic and you don't like it. So don't talk about adult.
What topic?
You're a prophet. What is adult in Islam?
What is the what? Adult is Islam?
What is adult? What is adult in Islam?
After puberty.
What?
After puberty.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% positive.
So does the Quran allow you to have sex with the children?
Well, I don't know what you mean by children.
What?
I don't know what you mean by children, sir. What is a child?
You said
I
to
don't
me,
accept your
I
arbitrary
asked you
definition.
what is adult. You said to me after puberty.
Yes.
All right. So now, do you Muslim marry females?
What is a child? I don't understand. What do you mean by child here? Is it by your definition or my definition?
My friend, it's you who gave me definition. I said to you, who is adult? You said
You used the
puberty.
word child, and I'm asking to define it.
My friend,
I
I
define
asked
adult.
you,
Can you
I
define
asked
child?
you,
Or do you
I
define
asked
child?
you, yeah, I asked you. This is your definition. Who is the adult? It's you who mentioned to adult. He said you are trying to insult me. Says speak like an adult. Okay. So now adult. What is adult? You said to me puberty. Wonderful.
Yes.
Do you Muslims marry children who they are not reaching the age of puberty yet?
What does marriage mean in this context?
I don't know. Even marriage need the
You're
definition
using
for
words you
you.
understand. You're using words you understand.
So what do you have sex? Okay. Do you not like marriage, guys? I was trying to be nice. Okay.
I don't know
Do
what
you
marriage
Muslims?
means. There's a
Do you
difference between
Mus?
betrothal and consummation.
Do you
Are you
Muslims? Do you Muslims agree that you can have sex with a child?
How come you're appealing to the audience, by the way? I find that interesting, but it's fine.
What?
Forget about it. So,
No,
can
no.
Muslims have sex with children?
Can you?
Is that your question?
Can you Muslims have sex with children? Yes.
What is children being defined here?
The one you defined them, you said they are under puberty.
So after puberty, so before puberty, I mean.
Yeah, you said adult
Yeah.
is
So
the
by
one after
definition,
puberty.
they cannot.
So-
They cannot have sex with them if it's before
So
puberty.
what?
They cannot have sex with them if it's before puberty.
So your prophet, when he married Aisha at the age of 6, she was having a puberty?
Nope, that's different. There's difference between consummation and marriage. I just told you the distinction. Marriage, you can betroth someone at any age, but you cannot consummate the marriage, as stated in chapter 65, until they're after puberty.
But chapter 65, verse number 4 says, speaking about divorcing children who did not have their puberty date.
Again, I just said you can marry someone who's 1 year old. You can marry them who's 0 years. You can marry them in the womb. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
The point is about consummation.
So you marry a child, but you don't
Yes.
have sex with her until she have her puberty. Do you have any proof of that?
Correct. Proof of what?
Of what you said?
What am I proving? This is my position.
You said you cannot have sex with them until they reach the day of puberty.
Yes.
Can you help me with the reference?
Okay. Let's search it up.
Okay.
All right. So women who are past age of menstruation, in case you do not know, their waiting period is 3 months. Wait, so you want evidence that you could only consummate after puberty?
Give me a reference, my friend. You are just give me a reference.
Yeah, I want to know your question. Is that like question is only after puberty?
Why we need to repeat everything we said from the beginning?
I don't need
You said to me,
I need you to clarify.
you said to me that you can marry someone even if she is infant or in the womb of her mother, but you cannot have sex with her unless she is in the age of a puberty, correct?
Oh yeah, okay, yes.
All right.
So you want proof of that?
All right. So what is the proof for that?
You want proof from the Islamic texts, right?
Okay, sure. For sure, not from the Hindu.
Is there any place I can send the text?
You can post it in the chat.
Okay.
All right, I see nothing yet.
Okay, sent it.
All right. Well, read for us what it says.
It says the permissibility of consummating a marriage with a girl is based on her physical strength and not her age. If consummating this marriage would be injurious to her health, then it's not permissible to do so, although she may have reached the age of puberty. However, if consummating the marriage will not be injurious to her health, then it would be permissible to do so, although she may have not reached the age of puberty.
All right. Well, here we go. I will use exactly the same website you gave me. Or let us see if this is a different website. This is actually, we can go to authentic. We can go to something authentic more. You will see that it says it clearly.
Wait, is this my position though?
This is not your, this is what you post for me is absolutely false. Because your prophet, he married Aisha when she never had her menstruation yet. Is that correct?
Yeah, sure.
Did he?
Is that correct?
Did he have sex with her before she have her puberty? Yes or no?
I don't know.
I'm asking you, my friend. Don't tell me I don't know. You don't know. So you know about you, but you do not know about your prophet.
Yeah, I don't know. So
no, my friend. Let's be honest. Do you know or you don't know?
My honest that I don't know.
Okay. So if we find that your prophet he had sex with Aisha before she reached the age of a puberty, is that will make all what you said awkward and backward? No?
It's not. No, it will not.
So why he is having sex with a child? And because you said to me, someone don't have her puberty, and you said it's not halal for a person, for a Muslim, to have sex with a child. Everybody heard you. Then, if this is the case, who gave the license? Who? Yes, you said you can marry even an infant.
Yes.
Or a baby in the mother womb, but you cannot.
Correct.
You cannot have sex until she have a puberty. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So now, if you're a prophet, have sex with Aisha before the age of a puberty, isn't it this is making Muhammad out of Islam and he committed a great break of command of God? The one you post for me now, no, what do you mean no? So you Muslims, you believe that Muhammad, he can break any command?
He did not break any command.
You said, but you just said, but you just posted for me a website saying it is not permitted for you. You said that to me. And by the way, in the website you are saying to me, it doesn't even say what you are saying. It doesn't say that. It says if she can, you know?
Yes.
Also, she may have reached. Also, she may. Listen, what they are saying in the same website you gave me, that if the little girl,
Yes.
she can handle the man, he can do it. It doesn't matter if he have property or not.
Yes.
Okay, so what you said to me, how many times I asked you the same question? You said, I can marry a child, I can marry an infant,
Yes.
I can marry, but I cannot have sex unless she have a puberty. And now the
Yes.
website you are giving me saying the opposite.
Because you have to let me elaborate my position. You just keep cutting me off. Can I speak, please?
What do you mean? Why you gave me this website which confirms what I'm saying?
It confirms what you said, and I agree with what you said. Yes, you can. But I'm speaking
But why
generally.
you said to me, so why you said to me, I cannot?
God.
You see, you see, guys, he changed his position. In the beginning, he argued
God.
that a Muslim, he can marry a child even if she is a day, but he cannot have sex with her unless she have her puberty. And I
Yes,
have
that is my position. Yes, that is my position. Yes.
yes, is that the position of
Can I
Islam,
speak?
or
Can I speak?
is that
Can I further
position? My
elaborate?
friend, we are talking, me and you. Is that a position of Islam, or you are giving me your own fabrication?
That is my cut out position because you have not allowed me to clarify it. Now, can I speak, please?
Who said it's not allowed?
You're cutting me off. Can I speak?
Go. Who is the one who said it's not allowed to have sex with a child in Islam?
Thank you. Okay. I was speaking generally. Do you know what it means? Do you know what generally means?
No, I don't know. I thought all human is the same. Like, are you saying in Islam there's
No,
carrot?
it means that there are
In Islam there is are you saying in Islam there's carrot and there is a cucumber? All of us, we are human and we should have law of
No.
God equally. So now you are saying to me generally, no, this is not generally. This is for all. Either you can have sex with all the children.
No, why can't I hold the position generally? Why can't I hold the position?
So what are you saying? Your prophet, he can have sex with the children, but you cannot?
Oh my God, I just said the position is generally, not limited to the prophet.
All right.
Right?
So generally,
it's after puberty. However, if and only if she is capable and the doctor tested that she can hold these things, have sex, and the doctor tests that she is healthy enough and can handle it, then sure. But those are outliers. The point is, generally speaking, it's after puberty.
but she is still a child. So what if she have
I
a?
don't care what your child means. I don't care what you think a child means.
Or what child mean? If she is 5 years old, but she have a bigger body, and you
Yes,
can
that's
put your,
perfectly fine.
and you can, it's fine.
Yes, fine.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. I don't hold to your dogmatic, arbitrary morals.
Okay, listen.
I'm consistent.
Exactly.
You're not.
You don't hold my moral. You hold Islamic moral, which is absolutely observed. So
According to what?
okay.
According to the
So
Bible?
if she is 2 days old, but she can handle sex with her, you are going to have sex with her?
Yes. What?
I don't know what to say. I don't know honestly what to say.
You know what to say? 'Cause you
So
have no
listen.
Right? Unless
Listen,
you presuppose
but is
your
it
religion, there's no answer.
so you Muslims, obviously you don't believe in marriage, you believe in intercourse. All what you want is
Oh
to
my God.
yes, all what you
Why
want
did you change the topic, sir?
you are you are abusing a child just because she is a child in the mind.
Sir,
She is a child in the
what's
body.
abusing? What does it mean to be abused?
Abuse is using somebody who don't even know what sex is. This girl, she don't even.
Okay.
Is she going to enjoy you putting your private part and she is so small? Be honest.
Yeah, if she's small, if she can handle sex, why are you changing your position?
No. If she is fat and big in size, doesn't mean she is not small. She is still small.
No, that does not mean.
Okay.
Fat, big, that's
Okay.
irrelevant. The point
Listen.
is she's
Listen.
capable of handling the
Listen.
intercourse.
When Aisha, Allah Messenger, he took her to his house. Was she
Yes.
big in size or small?
I have no idea.
Why I keep asking you a question? You keep saying to me, I have no idea.
You want to lie or something? I'll tell what I do believe that the point is irrelevant. Because my position, you're not attacking my
So
position, you're attacking.
okay.
Look what
So
you did. No, I'll tell what you do. I'll tell what you do.
if I have a child, listen. If I have a child, and I
Yes.
want to marry her to Prophet Muhammad or to you, and
Yes.
now she is so small,
Yes.
and I start feeding her as much as I can so she can get a little bit fat so she can handle you. Is that lawful in Islam?
I don't care if she could be 300 million pounds.
No,
The
no.
point is,
Do you approve? Do you approve? Do you approve that? Do you approve? Do you
approve? I do not approve.
No, what? I did not say what. Do you approve that you
No.
feed your daughter
No,
food?
I will not give my daughter. Do you want to know why? Because a lack of context. Is this fat baby capable of handling sex?
Okay,
Can she handle? Can she handle
let me finish
Give me
my
context.
let me
Give me
finish.
context.
I will give you context. So you have a girl. She is, let's say, 5 years old,
Yes.
and now her body is so small, and there's a guy, he married her, and you accept.
Yep.
You said you can marry her even if she is a day. Oh, no problem. But
Yes,
now
no problem.
he's insisting he want to take her, but you see her so still small. So
Yep.
is it okay for you as a parents to feed the child as much as you can so she can get fat? Maybe she can handle it.
Sir, she can be 200 pounds. That is irrelevant. Is the girl capable of handling sex? Yes or no?
No. I'm talking about specific thing. Please focus with me. So you as a parents, are you going to feed your daughter with a lot of food so she can get bigger and she can
She
handle?
can be brother.
Huh?
She could be 200 pounds. I don't care.
This is not the
Is she
question.
capable
This
of
is
handling
not. This
sex?
is not the question. The daughter,
Oh.
the daughter.
Yes.
Obviously, she is so small. The parents, they decide to feed her a lot of food so they can ship her to the house of the husband. Do you Muslims approve such a practice?
Wait, I will answer your question when you answer mine, because you're purposely not adding the context. Can
Answer.
this girl answer? Can this girl handle sex? Can she have sex?
What? Can what?
5-year-old girl who's been fattened, can she handle sex?
According to you, yes.
Nope. See,
Okay.
the point
So
of the
if
question
so
is
if we
right.
okay, so let us confirm. So if I make a girl fatter, still she is small, you agree that she cannot handle sex, correct?
I'll agree she can handle sex if this is proven she can't. I don't care what you
All right.
think. If
Well, this is
the doctors
Aisha.
confirm this,
This is Aisha. Here we go. The same exact example I gave you. The mother of Aisha, she was feeding her like a goat, cucumber, and date, and all the purpose so she can ship her to the house of Muhammad so he can have sex with her. Let us read together. She was so small, and you said, what being fat have to do with her? You cannot have, still she have to be ready. But as you see, the reason she did not send her because she is small. Here we go. Read carefully. Speak carefully. Let's read carefully about making her fat. Making her fat. In Arabic, actually, it says sumna, which means
I
fat.
see that.
Okay.
I see it.
Good that you speak Arabic. Okay. So it says here, my mother was trying to fatten me up when she wanted to send me to the Messenger of Allah. When she got married. But nothing worked until I ate a cucumber and date. But you are the one who just said a minute ago, what being fat have to do with can handle sex? Well, this is obviously what make a child.
You're not understanding what my position is because you keep cutting me off. Can I clarify?
No, I understand. I asked you the question 1,000 times, and you are the one who said to me.
I said she can be 300 million pounds. The issue is she capable of handling sex? If she is,
okay. So now Aisha, she ate a cucumber, a lot of it, and now she gained 5 kilos.
Sure.
How that make her handle sex? Because as you see,
wait, stop lying. Hold on.
Listen.
It is not any metric weight. Don't say any words.
As you see, the mother is not sending her yet. For what? Because she is not fat enough. Correct?
It doesn't say that.
It says that.
It is not that she was trying to fat me when she wanted to send her.
Exactly, because
she didn't send you until it, bro. It does not say she didn't send her until. It says she was sending your whilst. She was fattening your whilst she was sending her.
She was sending what?
Okay. It says my mother was trying to fatten me up when she wanted to send me to the Messenger of Allah. It does not say my mother fattened me up so I could be sent.
Yes, she said that. No. She was trying. She is trying. So what is the reason? So what is the reason she is working hard to fatten her? Because she wanted her to be sent to Messenger of Allah.
It does not say that.
It says that.
Oh my God! It does not say why. It just says she is.
She said the reason. She said what? She said the reason. What is the reason she is fattening her? Because she wanted her to be sent to Muhammad, so he can.
She's already betrothed, brother. Are you serious?
I'm serious. It says in front of you. Why my mother was trying? Okay, why her mother? Why her mother? She was trying to make her get fat.
I have no idea. Can you tell me why?
It says in front of you.
It does not say that in front of me.
It says so she can send me to the Masjid of Allah.
It does not say so she can. It says while she was.
No. My mother was trying. Do you see? Okay, do you see trying? Do you see trying?
Yes, I see trying.
Okay, trying to do what? To fatten her. Okay, so fatten me up when she wanted to send me to the Masjid. When? So what is the reason? What is?
Can you highlight when? Can you highlight when? Can you highlight when?
What is the reason? What is the reason for?
Highlight when? I want you to highlight when.
Okay,
That's the key word. The key word there is highlight. The key word is when. It's not saying because, it's saying when. Right?
Yeah.
So she's already being sent there.
Okay, so the condition of doing the act, it was because she want to send her to the Prophet. Why the mother she is doing that? Can you tell me? Are you there? What happened? Did he go? Are you there, Mo? What happened?
Hello?
I don't know what happened to you.
Hello?
Hello, I hear you. Are you there? Anyone who is reading, he can see right away that the reason she is feeding her up is just to send her to Muhammad. And you try to deny it because simply it is an embarrassment, because it contradicts what you said. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
I hear you, yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
I do hear you. Go ahead.
Hello?
Okay, go restart.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
I just told you.
Okay, sin. Why the women she been fed heavily? What is the reason? Only when, my friend, restart and come back. Restart it and come back. And we are taking reference. Yes.
I have a question.
Are you a Muslim?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Go ahead.
What is this hadith?
What hadith? The one on the screen?
The one you have? Yeah.
This one here, it says, the Messenger of Allah, he said, if you raise your head before the Imam, Allah will make your head the head of a donkey.
Okay.
What do you think?
If you raise, okay, if you raise, okay, I think, does he who raises his head while the Imam is prostrating not fear Allah may change his head into a donkey? Oh, so if I raise my head while the Imam is praying, Allah will change my face into a donkey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but it says that Allah may do it. It's not that He will do it.
He may?
Yeah, it says that Allah may change His face.
So may. So this was a fake threat.
How is it fake threat?
Well, this is what you are saying. It's saying it's may. Either this is what he will do. Like what? So why you will fear something might never happen? Are you trying to say to me it will never happen?
Okay, so if I mean, you could have fear that it might happen. Like it could happen. There's a possibility.
Has it ever happened?
Maybe.
Do you know a new man? He raised his head before the Imam. Allah made him a donkey.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I don't know him personally, but I'm pretty sure it happened in history. Maybe, yeah.
You're pretty sure it happened in history? That's good. We are talking about history now. So which book of history, Islamic history, says that there is somebody who raised his head before the Imam, Allah made his head the head of a donkey?
Man. I don't know, man. So you're saying this is an argument or something?
Well, you know, you are the one who came in the stage and you said to me, show me that hadith, even though it wasn't showing, right? And I show it to you. I wasn't having any argument. It's you who chose to talk about it. So now, either this is a true threat, and you said, yeah, you know somebody. Can you give me the name of this body who he raised his head and Allah made his head the head of a donkey?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if that ever happened, man.
No, you said to me, you know somebody. I asked you, do you know somebody? You said yes.
Oh, no. I said maybe someone exists, like maybe it happened before.
But don't you think this is a childish to say? I mean, your God will make your head the head of a donkey just because you raise your head. What about we say we do that to someone he rape a woman, someone he rape a child, someone he killed somebody. I mean, a person he is praying, you know, he don't see the imam. People put their head down, and he put his head up before the imam. So, like, why this is a big deal, and why Allah will make his head the head of a donkey?
Oh, sure, man. But I have,
But don't you
okay,
agree with
but
me? Don't you agree with me? This is obviously a childless statement. I mean, is that a statement
is
you
this
say?
is this authentic?
Yeah, it's very authentic, as you see. Sahih, authentic. See, classification.
What website is this? This website looks kind of fake, man.
This
Let
is
me see.
Amriyan. All Muslim websites are fake. What I can say. I mean, all of them are fake.
Can I see the isnad in Arabic?
Oh, you speak Arabic? Okay, that's good. Let me zoom out. Here we go. Well, they are not showing. It says here, yeah, حدثنا حفص. Read it.
Yeah, حدثنا حفص ibn Amr. حدثنا I can't really see sus.
Okay.
It doesn't say this. No, it doesn't say the chain. It doesn't say if it's
My friend, it says authentic. Here we go. It says authentic in the green. Can't you read? Classification, authentic. Here we go.
Yeah, but that's English, man.
That's
I don't
what?
know.
That's what?
You can edit that, man. You could just put anything. I could put da'if there if I wanted to.
But this is your Muslim website. This is very well known Muslim website.
I don't know, man. Does this exist in sunnah.com?
Oh, sure. Let me show it to you from there. No problem.
Yeah, Sunnah might have it. If it's authentic there, then I got nothing to say, man.
All right. There we go. We just copy the text as it is. We post it here. Look what it says. Sahih. Do you see it? Sahih.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is Al-Bukhari too.
Al-Albani.
This is Al-Bukhari. Forget about Al-Albani. Do you see Al-Bukhari?
Yeah.
Okay. The Prophet said, isn't he who raises his head before the Imam afraid that Allah may transform his head into a donkey? What is this? Why Allah want to do that?
Maybe it's so you can respect the Imam. I don't know.
You can what?
Maybe it's to scare you so you can respect the Imam.
So are you saying your Prophet is fabricating fear and he's making a statement which is absolutely false? Just to scare you?
If he says it's a possibility, it's not. He's not like. How do you know someone wasn't with a donkey?
But this is what you said to me a second ago. It's you who said maybe he is just making us fear. Didn't you say that?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean like I don't know, man. I don't know, to be honest. I'm not sure, man.
But let me speak to your logic. Forget about if this is true or not. Is it right? Let us say you are a prophet and you want people to respect the prayer. Is that how you make people respect the prayer? Is that the right way to do it?
No.
So why Muhammad did that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, why Muhammad did this? For me, this doesn't make sense. And not only that, it doesn't sound like a respected statement from someone he claimed to be sent by God. If I want people to respect prayer, it's not by fake fear, because this is simply fake fear. It's not true. Either it's true or it is false. And then if I can teach people, say to them, he left, I don't know why he left. I can say to people, you know what, prayer, you are in the house of God, you have to respect, and if you don't, you should not be here, you will not be allowed here, I will kick you out. But to say what Muhammad said, that he will make your head the head of a donkey, that is really weird, very weird and wrong. Nobody should accept such a thing. Either people, they can take you as a prophet seriously, or you are just a person who is immature. He say immature stuff, have nothing to do with reality. And for me, I find this very weird, very funny, and very, very stupid. Imagine you go to the mosque, and now you raise your head before the imam, and then what? You become a donkey. For what? For raising your head before the imam. This God will not make your donkey a head of a donkey because of a rape? What is exactly the sin had happened? Do we have any Muslim? I don't know why he left. I think it was too much embarrassing for him. Even though, by the way, I did not even choose this topic. I put the website just to share, to start sharing before we go to the number where we cannot share no more the screen. So he is the one who said to me, show me that hadith there, and I did. And then what? Conclusion. Muhammad, he says silly, stupid things. Yet those Muhammadan, they claim that Muhammad is really coming from God. But a person who is coming from God, he say what God say. And a person who say what God say will not say what Muhammad is saying. Right? Obviously what Muhammad is saying, it cannot be godly, and it's just childless. What is this? Seriously, what is this? Do we have any Muhammadan would like to join us? By the way, if you are a Muslim and you raise your head before the Imam and your head became a donkey, come to me. I can help you. I have the phone number of Zakir Naik. I can call him. He can read Quran for you. He read the Quran upside down, the chapter of the chair. You wake up in the morning and you find your head a head of a horse. Okay, no, hold on. You might be upset now. Says, okay, so I was a donkey, now I became a horse. But my friend, it's better. At least now you are a horse. There's a big difference between, come on. We have to do it step by step. So, you woke up, the first step, hold on, Zakir Naik is calling to correct me. He want to correct me in something. Kids and Prince, first of all, I did not accept to conduct Allah for the sake of the man. Hold on, this guy, he woke up, he found his head the head of a donkey. You should help him, he's a Muslim like you. Kids and Prince, this person, he committed a great sin. He read it before the Imam. Abdul, what a great sin. You Muslim, you rape, you kill, you cheat, you lie. And Allah did not make your head the head of a donkey. How come this guy, he just raised his head before the Imam? What is the sin he did? Kids and Prince, first of all, it's haram to raise your head before the Imam. And that's why Allah says, if you raise your head, the Imam, he will make your head donkey. So Zakir Naik, why did not say like you will make your head a head of a turtle. That would be even more funny, don't you think about it? Get the prince. First of all, turtle is a conservative Muslim. What? Turtle is a what? Conservative Muslim? Exactly. How you know? Because turtle is very slow. Oh, I agree. Turtle is very slow. How come I never thought about this before? I spoke to a Muslim and he was not as slow. Any Muslim? This is a religion? Are you serious? Any Muhammadan?